Okay, you've heard of a gold rush, right? Well, there's one happening right now, but forget the gold. This one is all about brands. We're talking about the Middle East and North Africa, or MENA, which has, kinda under the radar, exploded into a $33 billion franchising powerhouse. And believe me, it's time we all started paying attention.
So, to really get a handle on what's going on, we need to talk to someone who's right in the middle of it, and that's Omar ALHAZA'A. He's a top global expansion strategist and the founder of Franchise Arabia. Basically, he's our guide through this whole thing, breaking down this absolutely explosive growth.
And his core message? It's super simple, but incredibly powerful. MENA is the next big thing. And look, this isn't just some passing trend. No way. This is a bold, confident prediction about the entire future of global retail. So let's dig in and find out exactly why he's so sure about this. All right, here's how we're going to break it all down. First, we'll look at that big claim. Then, we'll map out the market and pinpoint the 5 major hotspots. After that, we'll get into the secret recipe for all this success. And finally, we'll talk about what this means for you and your next big move. So first up, that big claim. Why on earth is this region considered a strategic gold mine? Well, a huge piece of the puzzle is actually just simple geography. Just take a look. The MENA region is literally at the crossroads of Europe, Asia, and Africa. Now, this isn't just a random spot on a map, you guys. It's the ultimate strategic hub. It offers absolutely incredible access and logistical power to any brand that's serious about going global. But, being in a great location is just the beginning. To really wrap our heads around this opportunity, we've got to map out this absolutely massive market. So, where are we talking about exactly? Think of it like this. The region has 3 main zones. First, you've got the powerhouse GCC countries, Saudi Arabia, the UAE. They have super affluent customers and a GDP of over $2.1 trillion. Then there's North Africa, where Egypt is the undisputed top dog for new franchises. And finally, you have the Levant, where Jordan has become this magnet for international brands. Now, let's zoom out and look at the whole picture. The combined GDP of the entire MENA region? A mind-blowing $5.2 trillion. Just to put that into perspective for you, that's an economy bigger than Japan's. That's the kind of economic force we're dealing with here. But it's not just about the money, right? It's about demand. In the GCC, a crazy 80% of all retail sales come from international brands. Think about that. This isn't a market you have to convince. It's a market that's already starving for what you're selling. Okay, so this place is huge. Where should you actually focus? Let's zoom right in on the 5 hottest markets at this very moment. Here they are, the power list: Saudi Arabia, the UAE, Kuwait, Qatar, and Egypt. These 5 countries are basically the epicenters of this whole franchise boom. They're the most fertile ground you could possibly find for expansion. But even on that list, there's one market that's, well, it's in a league of its own. Saudi Arabia, on its own, commands 60% of the entire region's franchise market. It's not just a leader, it's the undisputed giant. And if you really want to understand the scale here, just look at one single sector. The food and beverage franchise market in Saudi Arabia alone is worth $13 billion. That is a truly staggering number for just one category. Now, while Saudi Arabia is the giant, the UAE plays a really crucial role. It's the gateway to the whole region. It's got business-friendly laws, world-class infrastructure, and a super diverse population. It's pretty much the perfect launchpad for any brand looking to get into MENA. So we know where the opportunity is, but what's actually fueling this incredible growth? Let's take a look at the key ingredients in this recipe for success. It's really a perfect storm of 3 things. First, you've got a wealthy, growing population with real money to spend. Second, the infrastructure is already there to reach them, thanks to these massive modern shopping malls. And third, you have this young, dynamic population that's really into entrepreneurship, which means, for you, there's a built-in pool of motivated local partners ready to invest and run your franchise. It's perfect. And when we talk about population, we're talking about a massive consumer base of 315 million people. And it's not staying still. It's growing by 3 to 5% every single year. That means millions of new potential customers, year after year after year. Okay, this is where the story gets really, really exciting. The MENA franchise market is growing at an incredible 29% annually.
Let me say that again, 29%. To put that into perspective, that's a growth rate that more mature markets can only dream of. This isn't just growth, folks. This is hypergrowth.
So, what does this all add up to? A franchising industry that's now worth a massive $33 billion. And make no mistake about it, this isn't some emerging market anymore. It's a global heavyweight for sure.
We've seen the strategy, we've looked at the map, we've found the hotspots, and we know what's driving it all. Now for the most important question of all. What does this mean for your brand? Our expert Omar ALHAZA'A really puts it best. He says the MENA region offers unmatched opportunities for international brands looking to expand and grow. The message here cannot be clearer. The potential is just off the charts. So let's recap. You have a $33 billion market. It's growing at nearly 30% a year, and it's filled with eager consumers. The opportunity is absolutely undeniable. So the only question left is, will you be the one to seize it? Who's next?